Previously on Dragon Age.
Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the Harrowing.
The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it, if you can.
I am Valor, a warrior spirit. I hone my weapons in search of the perfect expression of combat. Enough. Your strength is sufficient to the task. The staff is yours.
You shall be mine, body and soul.
You did it! You actually did it! There may be a way for me to leave here. You just need to want to let me in.
Maybe they are right about you. Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride. Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are an elf mage, and we're in the Circle Tower. Literally a big tower. Where mages get schooled on their magical powers. 6C? Oh, you don't get, I don't get an icon? Okay. I think that was just, there's a little bit of money that I picked up. Oh yeah, okay, 6 coppers. That's all I have right now. We survived our harrowing, which involved us having to resist demons in the Fade, the magical realm of spirits.
The Circle is so much nicer than the alienage, isn't it?
I suppose it is. And as a result, we are now allowed to become a full-fledged mage. But before we get to talk to the Headmaster, first Enchanter Irving, get a chance to look around a little bit.
On.
Therium dust, very nice.
Hello there.
Hello there. Are you also an elf? Whoa, sorry about the camera. Yes, she is, okay. We actually have level up. And for now, as much as possible is going into magic. I don't know that I need any other stats for it right now. And it was pointed out to me that while I'm doing some stuff right here, mana cleanse. No, I should get a little bit more offensive stuff. So I'm gonna pick Winter's Grasp because that is a very good spell. And let's look around. Oh, I have the map here. Where we started is the Apprentice Dorm. That makes sense. And there's more dorms next to us. And then the classrooms. That's the same room we were in. This is essentially the exits.
No. Gregor hasn't said anything yet. And shh, we're on duty.
There's no one here.
Someone's always watching. I swear it's like the walls have eyes.
Hey, did you hear about that apprentice they're going to send for?
Shh.
Hello, can I say hi to you?
Yes, is there something you need?
That's a big door.
Yes, it is. Do you need something, or are you just here to state the obvious?
Just here to state the obvious. Is this the only way out of the tower?
The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends well.
Is there no feather fall spell? What's out there?
For Eldon, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river.
The funny thing is that he's kind of right. It isn't. It is, well, I suppose Veilguard is a lot like certain parts of Europe, like Scotland or England.
No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask. I would have thought you'd be used to this idea by now.
Why can I not leave?
Only mages on official circle business are allowed to leave the tower, and the first Enchanter has not informed us of any mages leaving the tower today.
Alright, I should get going then.
Make a smile fortune on you.
So, sometimes mages are allowed to leave the tower, as long as they have the first Enchanter's blessing, and they have informed the Templars. I believe that they don't need to be accompanied even by a Templar while out. Cloth helmet. God, that's ugly. Is, maybe I'll not wear that just yet. I was gonna say, is there no hide... There's a hide helmet option somewhere. No, I don't think there's a hide helmet option, but I do have a mod available for that. I just haven't installed that. Maybe I will, just so I can wear some nice headgear without having to look at it. Some apprentice mages. Oh, these are humans. You look a little older.
I really hate how the Templars are always staring at us.
I heard Humbert volunteered to take the rite of tranquility. How awful.
Yes. If you remember the little bit that we were told in the last episode... Ooh, potion. The rite of tranquility severs your connection to the Fade, which means that if you're not very good at magic, that you won't have to worry about getting possessed by demons anymore. But at the same time, it changes your entire personality. And we'll meet at Tranquil somewhere in the place. I don't like how the rug is clipping through the bathtubs, but you can see this is how they bathe. They have makeup places. Apparently just buckets to relieve themselves. That is a bit sad. And these for washing up. So if someone thought about the realism in that respect, like, hey, where would they go and wash, and where would they go to the bathroom, rather than just not modeling that at all? But the answer is a truth that we also don't quite like. Let's see. I found 2 staffs. +1 magic or +2 spell power. Here's the basement. I don't know if we should be going to the basement. Okay, there are enemies in the basement, but we probably don't want to go in there just yet. Film.
Must control the fire.
Here's the library.
Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
Magic doesn't look very easy, huh? Hello, Enchanter.
I hope you've spoken to the first Enchanter. He seems eager to see you.
No, this is on my way there.
This is hard.
Was the Harrowing scary? It must have been. Why else would they call it that?
Right? Why would you call it that if it wasn't meant to scare the magical crap out of students?
Magic must serve man.
I hear Irving's waiting to give you your mage robes.
And what do you think that means? Can anyone tell me?
Only boys can do magic.
Hey! No, that's not what it means.
It means that magic should be used to help people, but we can't use our magic to force people to do what we want.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift the Maker has given us. I heard your harrowing went well. That's wonderful to hear.
Can we talk to the children?
I can't wait to learn the fire spells. It looks like fun.
Being in the tower is much better than being on the farm.
I heard the Templars talking about chasing down a Malefica yesterday.
Maleficarum. If you know enough Latin, you'll know what it means, but otherwise that is the term for mages that aren't in the circle. Ooh, book. An explanation of the Fade and its connection to dreams. I don't like that there's obviously stuff in the bookcases that we could examine, but it's not highlighted. I think there's also a mod to fix that, because I feel like on console it's much easier, because you don't have the luxury of a mouse pointer to point at random books.
Concentrate, hold the shield. If I had put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want? No? Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you. Again.
You're gonna shoot another spell at him? No, okay, just walk away.
I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
You haven't had your harrowing yet, and you get to wear a dress that looks like that?
It's nice to see you still alive.
Yeah, I'm quite glad to still be alive. I can tell you a little bit about the Fade as the realm of spirits, but also where people go when they dream. And like the demons that we spoke to in the Fade said, dreamers don't remember being in the Fade. And they aren't quite conscious of what's going on around them.
Did you hear the rumor about someone being a blood mage?
Whereas mages can be fully awake and alert while in the Fade. Is there really nothing here for me? And that makes them very interesting to spirits, good and bad.
The circle is so much nicer than the alienage, isn't it?
Guess we're going upstairs.
Right.
Okay. And this is Owain. He is a Tranquil.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Owain, are you really a Tranquil mage?
I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
Did you not think what they did to you was cruel?
Tranquility has its merits. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple.
Oh, you can call him no longer a person, but I feel like that's rather harsh, isn't it? What was it like, becoming Tranquil?
It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water.
What happened during the rite?
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
Okay, I should go now.
Very well. Goodbye.
So, along with his connection to magic, his emotions are much lessened.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain.
What is the stockroom for, or what can I buy here?
The stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Don't need anything at the moment, but thank you.
Very well. Goodbye.
He manages the storeroom. along with some other Tranquil.
Is there something you need? You must speak to Owain. Today I shall be making more potions to send to the mages at Ostagar.
If you recognize this voice actor, I believe she is the main voice, well, one of the main voices for the Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition. Same voice actress. She's the British voice. You also have a deeper voice, an American voice for Inquisition. So I've heard her voice a lot, because a lot of people that play, for example, an elf mage use her voice actor.
Good day.
Let's see where we are. We started in the middle, and then we have to go all the way around to get to anywhere interesting. Senior Enchanter Sweeney.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the circle?
He probably has memory loss, judging from the conversation options. You might remember me as an apprentice.
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Could someone help you fix them?
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that.
Maybe you should rest more and not be in the library.
But I enjoy the library. These books, they're old friends of mine. And it's quiet. When you're my age, you'll appreciate the quiet. Anyway, did you need something?
I just wanted to talk.
I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
I wonder what it's like to be an old mage. Are you still very powerful at that point, or not? Oh yeah, you can learn a lot about the primal... Here, oh, this is primal, about the different schools of magic while I'm here. A section of books appears to be missing. But what section would be in there? Creation magic? Hierarchy of the Circle? Now, finding codex entries is very useful because it also gives you XP. And you get to read lore for all the things that
You need something.
the game doesn't explain to you.
You're in my light.
Your light?
I'm trying to study. Have some consideration for a fellow mage.
I'm just happy to see another elf.
Are you surprised? We are probably more attuned to magic than humans are. Or at least our ancestors must have been. With most of our history lost, I suppose I'll never really know. Maybe the Dalish elves would, but I've never met one.
What do you know about Dalish elves?
They live in the wilderness, traveling where they will. I've heard they keep the old beliefs alive.
I wish I knew the old language.
As do I. Perhaps one day I will have the chance to learn it. Are you from an alienage? I'm from a farm outside Highever. My mother worked as the cook's assistant there.
Oh, I wonder if this is me getting to fill this in. I can say it's none of your business. I can say I'm from the alienage in Denerim. That's the capital city of Ferelden. I don't quite remember where I was from, or I lived in Lothering. I can't quite remember.
They must have taken you away when you were very young. I suppose it doesn't matter where we're from, does it? We're in the circle now.
We're reviled as mages as well.
I am satisfied knowing the humans who look down upon me will fear me instead. But I should get back to my books.
Thank you for talking with me.
Good day.
Get a little bit of
would do something before it came
lore about society.
They haven't done anything, and I've heard that the Aquitarians are starting to soften a little. I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Oh, they were talking about the different fraternities within the circle.
On it.
Entropy. Oh, I want to look at this. History of the Circle. And what's this bookcase?
This should be easy enough.
Spirit. Well, we can talk to the Enchanter.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
What were you talking about earlier?
Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really.
Why can't you tell me about the different fraternities?
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equatorians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then of course there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
Which do you belong to?
Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
Giving up doesn't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
And we get a codex entry for that. Well, thanks for telling us about that, Torin. Yeah, I suppose most mages, most enchanters want to just be able to get on with their spellcrafting and their research. What is this? Guest quarters. Oh, I paused the game. Acolyte staff. There's a mage here. Oh, you're doing cleaning.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving.
I can't say for certain where I know you from, but I know your voice. There's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, Duncan his name is. He must be here to talk to Irving about something important. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once.
Really now?
There were several of us chosen, though the Grey Wardens only wanted one recruit. They only ever have one mage, you see. I think they thought I was the best candidate, but I was young and foolish, and I said I wasn't interested. They picked someone else instead, and that was that. I've regretted it ever since. Oh well, I should get back to my work.
Now you're probably too old to be considered. That's how things go sometimes. I don't know if we've been told anything about Grey Wardens yet, but I assume most of you watching know what they are. A chest. Okay, gotta look at our stuff. Same cowl we already had before. Another acolyte staff. It's the same exact as what we have. That's fine. Who are you? These are to be your new quarters. Okay.
Tranquil will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
So this will be my room. That's fine. What's around the corner? This is someone else's room, I assume. Another staff. Just hoarding a bunch of staffs. I assume this is your room.
Everyone's so happy for you.
I never thought you'd survive the harrowing. You got lucky, didn't you?
I don't know if it's all luck, though. Some luck, some skill, some concentrated power of will. We get to talk to Cullen here. Cullen is a recurring character. He's a little bit in this game, a little bit in the next game, and then he's a major side character in Inquisition.
Greetings. I'm glad your harrowing went well.
You look kind of sad about it, though. Who are you?
I am Cullen. I was to strike the killing blow if you had become an abomination. I am glad you didn't.
Everyone has a job to do, right?
I try to serve the Maker first and foremost. As long as I am guided by his commandments, I cannot go wrong. Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one.
I'm sure someone would have told you when to strike.
Gregor would have guided me. Something must happen. But what if it's not obvious? Could abominations be walking among us right now?
What kind of Templar is scared that easily?
This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor.
He is a very dedicated man, yes.
You must be busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
I believe you can... it's implied he likes you if you're a female character. Although he's embarrassed about it. So I think there was a mod where they add a scene where you make out in secrecy before he runs away. But in the actual game, I think if you try to flirt with him at some point, he's like, I have to go, and he runs away.
I wonder how the King's army fares at Ostagar. I've heard talk of a new blight.
Where are we here? Mage Laboratory, the chapel, and then finally Irving's study.
I'd avoid Leora if I were you. She's been rather testy lately.
Who's Leora?
Senior Enchanter, Leora, over there.
Wait, what? What's wrong?
It's great to see you. It's always sad when an apprentice fails the harrowing.
You make it sound like that happens quite often. Is there just a dead fish? Yeah. Oh, but that's not a plate. That is, there's needles in it. Like you're stuffing it or something. And look at that. Like a skull that has the top taken off, and then there's either that's a brain or that's like a crystal, but I'm supposed to do kind of like scientific research, huh? Elfroot, deep mushroom, frost rock. You've acquired a health poultice. Oh, I should maybe equip... I can equip that. Health poultices and lyrium potions. These are going to be your friends, especially the lyrium potions. Actually, a lot of people that have experimented with the game will tell you willpower isn't that important. Willpower increases your amount of mana, your mana pool. Because it's so easy to get potions that even if you don't have a very high willpower stat, you can rely on just chugging potions when you have to. Let's talk to Senior Enchanter Leora.
You're not going to keep the first Enchanter waiting, are you?
Oh, well, I guess not. That's all you have to say to me. Okay, there's one more room before we go. Wait, where did we end up? Yeah, the stock room. Okay. Before we go talk to the first Enchanter.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
What are you doing?
Blessed... Oh, hello. I'm reciting the Maker's blessings. Would you like to join me?
What are the Maker's blessings?
Yes, I love that prayer. Would
It's
you
a
say it
prayer.
with me?
Alright, I'll join you.
Wonderful. I'll start over. Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return.
Oh, I can either fumble the prayer, say I don't actually know it, or continue by saying, Blessed is the prophetess purified by flame.
May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Thank you for praying with me. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
Just speaking words brings you peace?
It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us, that maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted.
What kind of curse do you have?
Magic? What else?
You don't like having this power? Or I can say you're being foolish. Magic is a gift. I can say magic isn't a curse.
Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it.
You can. You could ask to be made Tranquil.
That takes the magic from me? It does, doesn't it?
You should discuss this with your mentor.
Imagine. No fear of becoming an abomination. Not being reviled by common folk in Chantry. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
I don't know if you think I'm cruel for suggesting that to her, but I feel like living as a Tranquil is probably more rewarding and fulfilling than living every day feeling scared of just what you are.
This should be easy enough.
The Chant of Light, the Blight, the Maker. So we get to study our religious history here. And there's Lily over here.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
And she's a priestess. She's not a, you can tell by her robes, she's not a mage. And in the final room here, okay, because there's no, we can't go upstairs. There's just a Templar blocking the way.
Move along now.
Move along.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Hello.
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, and where was I? Oh, yes. This is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Duncan. Pleased to meet you, Duncan.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What can you tell me about Darkspawn?
They are twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The Harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
My phylactery? What is that?
You may not remember, but blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Now we are a full-fledged mage and not longer an apprentice. Thank you.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I guess I will do that.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
It would be my pleasure.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Before we leave Irving's room, however, let's put on our mage robes. It is slightly better than what we had before. 0 armor, as you might imagine, but it gives us some stat bonuses. And then our acolyte staff, magic staff. We already had a decent staff, so we don't need to grab a new one. Now, in Irving's room, it's completely cluttered with stuff. Blood magic, the forbidden school. Duncan is following us, but let's just ignore that for right now. Just double checking that there isn't anything else we can interact with in here. I think that was it for right now. Maybe later on there's more.
Don't dawdle.
Okay, well, let's bring him back to his room. I think we might be able to talk to Duncan.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
It sounds ominous.
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
And the king is mustering an army to beat back this threat?
Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
Why were Irving and Gregor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Please, I'd like to know.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
I don't see why the Chantry and mages can't get along.
The Chantry believes that a mage should fear his power. It was the pride of mages, they say, that brought the Darkspawn upon us in the first place. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
Then it would be a big war indeed. I can ask Duncan, what are your opinions on that matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
We should be on our way.
Yes, let's.
We get some more codex stuff about the Darkspawn. And then... what is this? So, quarters. Where are... these are our quarters, and then the next one is the guest quarters, so that's for Duncan.
Thank you.
Well, my pleasure.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Ooh, I can ask him lots of stuff. Do you know anything about the Tranquil?
The mages whose connection to the Fade has been severed? Why do you ask?
I'm curious as to what non-mages think of it.
It keeps them and those around them safe. Perhaps the sacrifice is worthwhile. I cannot say.
Okay. Have you ever seen someone use blood magic?
Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens. I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in two.
I can say I wish I had that power. Blood magic is evil, or I'm sure he was just trying to survive. I'll take that option.
It is something to consider, certainly.
Can you tell me more about Grey Wardens and Darkspawn?
Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all.
What do Grey Wardens do?
Our duty is to battle Darkspawn wherever they appear. We are elves, humans, and dwarves united by this common purpose.
Elves too, huh?
Some of our most honored wardens have been elves. The hero, Garahel, the last warden to slay an archdemon, was one such. The Darkspawn threaten everyone. They do not distinguish between the races, and neither should we. Has being an elf in the circle been difficult?
I can respond in different ways. I'll say a little.
It is hard to change perceptions. I've tried to reason with many, and failed. If one has always seen elves as less than human, it's hard to imagine them as something else.
It hurts when people talk down to me.
Do not let that discourage you. Let it temper you and make you stronger.
I have duties to attend to, so I must go.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Or because my voice actor, I should say. I should go. Here's Jowan. What do you want, Jowan?
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Going through another personal crisis?
Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious.
Shh. I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You seem on edge.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
Do you realize there's a priest standing right there?
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Hey, I've seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
I can say, this fat cow is your lover. Or I can say, an initiate, that's forbidden.
So you can see why we wish to keep it a secret.
Lily's been given to the Chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Do you bring me here just to talk about your affair?
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my Harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me Tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
That sounds terrible, Jowan.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
It's going to be alright.
No, it won't. They're going to destroy me. I won't put Lily through the pain of seeing me like that.
Instead of whispering, you're screaming now. How did you find out?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
Why would they do that to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
What do I get out of helping you?
The joy of helping a friend? The satisfaction of knowing you prevented a gross injustice?
The repository holds more than phylacteries. Join us, and the artifacts will be yours for the taking.
Aren't you sick and tired of the Circle running your life? You could get out of here with us.
My phylactery was taken to Denerim already, so I'm still trapped.
You'll be out of here and gone before they can even dispatch a messenger to the city. You're talented and clever. You could take your phylactery back from your hunters if you wish. You have so much power. Once you're free, they wouldn't be able to stop you.
Then I give you my word.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
So what do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first Enchanter and Knight Commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
Are you suggesting we break through it?
I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Then I'll go and get that rod from the stockroom.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
I'll be back soon.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Bound in blood and magic. Well, I'll leave it there for today, and then next episode we will go and break into the Circle Tower's repository, I suppose.